checked on him. They went back off again, not get what got on him. So entombed in a tent, glued to a tent, still watching his fingers bend. Gone too far.
Hey, Dino and Tony back in here again on Tony Talking Trash About Music. And we're wrapping up our little sojourn here on Mark Hollis and Talk and picking our favorite top 10 records from his oeuvre. And yeah, it's kind of depressing as it goes on, just kind of dialed down as we kind of described it a little bit more. That, do you have any trouble getting this list together, Dino?
No, yeah. I mean, I got to be honest with you. All tracks are my favorites, so
Yeah.
it's hard. When I listen to the albums, I listen to the whole thing. You know what I mean? There's some bands you'll listen to something and you'll pick 3 or 4 out of 9 tracks or 10. Not with me. With these guys, I always listen to the whole album, no matter what it is. So it's really difficult for me. I would have to pick every track because there's none that I really go, oh God, that's horrible, or it's not aged well. Now maybe a few off of Party's Over, maybe, but other than that, I think after that initial album, when they really started kicking it into high gear, it's hard for me to find bad music after that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm trying to
Yeah.
copy this thing over here, man. I don't have a. Hey, you get a piece of paper. Give me a second here so I can jot yours down too, man. It makes it easier for us to keep notes on the whole thing here. Okay, man. I'll start us off with the top 10 if you
Go
want
ahead.
to. And at number 10, I'm going to go with it. We're going to the first record here. With Dum Dum Girls is the first song on number 10. It's not on the first record. I meant on the first great record. It's my life. You know, it's the lead off track with that Dum
Right.
Dum Girl. No, number 10. I wish I could have picked more songs off this record, but my other ones I'm really in love
Right.
with the other ones and more. And so I mean, even though I love this record, I really don't think Talk really, even if you consider the first, I don't think any of the records are what you would call even bad records. I mean, I think the first one's even like a 3.5 star just because of the quality of the writing, like Dino said. But that's my number 10. My number 10 is going to be Dum Dum Girl. I said Dum Dum Girls like I was thinking about first time I said it, I was thinking about Iggy for some reason. Dum Dum Boys. Ding ding ding. Which I love
So
that too. But anyway.
my number 10 is I Believe in You.
Oh, wonderful. Yep.
And
Wonderful.
that is
That's
that
wonderful.
that is off the second side of Spirit of Eden.
It is. It is. And I will say that was my number 11 was I Don't Believe in You
Uh
from uh from Color Spring. That was my number 11. Let me go to my number 9. I'm not saying anything about the other. Let me go to my number 9 and I'm talking about it's time to get into Laughing Stock, man. And one I got stung by, it's After the Flood. I said this,
wow.
there's something about that side, the first side, that I don't like the second side. I can say I don't like the second side of that record as much as the first side, but the first side, the more I listen to it, man, I told you I've listened to it a handful of times, intensively, and God damn, I love that. That first side is just flawless. I mean, once you get into the mood of it and the shock of the guitar and everything, and
Oh yeah.
the jolting nature of the way some of the things are pasted together and stuff. And wow. After the Flood, it's the last song on side
Wow.
one, Laughing Stock, number 9.
Well, we're going to differ there. I'm going to Laughing Stock, and I'm going to Newgrass. Second song on
Okay.
the second side.
Gotcha, man.
Okay, that's the. I think the longest track on the album
Yeah,
is Newgrass.
it is.
Something about that one on second listen, I really liked it.
Well, man,
Final
that was
track.
right outside mine too, dude. That was right outside. It was like number
Yeah,
12. I mean, that was one that I had down as to consider. So yeah, I love it too.
yeah. I mean,
It's
the
a
whole
great song.
album and that first side though, Mirror Man, Ascension Day, After the Flood. I mean, it all, it works very well.
And
You
that's
know,
what I'm saying, man. That's what I like. So we've got I believe in you. We've got I believe in you from Spirit of Eden, and then we've got for your number 9,
Newgrass.
Laughing Stocks, New Grass. Oh God, great one. Number 8 for me, I'm going to put on my Captain Obvious hat, and I'm going to put "It's My Life" from the "It's My Life" record is my number 8, probably favorite song. I'm not going to allow No Doubt to fuck me on this and stroke the song.
Not,
It infuriates me just because of the way she is and the way she's a pop thing. I don't. You don't. If
I,
that's what you want to be, if you want to be
and
famous, you want
and I'm really happy that he got the family got some residuals,
to. I guess
and
so.
he did. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and uh, yeah. So, but yeah, my number 8 is from "It's My Life," also, and it's such a shame. Is number 8.
It's fantastic.
It's, yeah.
See, I can tell you really love that. That's your record, isn't it? That's a deep.
No, it's no. Yeah, we already know what my record is. It's called "The Color of Spring," right?
Well, I love it too, man. I love it. I told you when you were
But
calling
I
when you called.
also, "It's My
Yeah,
Life" is right there.
well, I like
It's
it too
under.
because when you called me the other day, I'm listening. And I think I told you I was in the
Yeah,
middle of listening to that. Okay, man, I'm going to stay on the Laughing Stock
cool.
bandwagon for me, and I'm going to put number 7 here to be the lead off track on that, the one that stood me up to attention after I had the Merman. I can't believe
Yeah.
I didn't know about this record for a long time. My God, I love it. I like it. I like it almost as good. I mean,
Oh yeah,
I didn't like it in the counting as good, but it's hard to draw shades between like Color Spring, Spirit of Eden. For me, it's
yeah.
difficult. And then Laughing Stock, it's obviously is not to me on the total as great of that, but again
Right.
it always baffles me on these records that I don't rate as high as the other, but I have more songs from some of these. Some of these you have more highlights. I don't know why that is, but that whole first side. So Merman is Merman, the collage, sound collage, which is
Yeah.
Merman, would be a good way to describe it. That's my number 7 from Laughing Stock.
Okay. My number 7. We're going all the way back to 1982,
Oh,
and it's the title track, which I think is one of the standout tracks
oh
on that
yeah,
album. It's
oh
called the
yeah,
party. It's called "The Party's Over,"
oh
uh,
yeah, 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 yeah.
and I love the
Understand?
lyrics to that song. And it it's just it was my favorite song when that album came out, and I listened to it. And I'm like, this does not sound like the others. Uh,
How did they
so,
get your attention, man? Where did you first hear them, or how did you
well,
get?
I
I mean,
was
I worked at
buying
a record store.
everything, and I was getting a lot from London, from England. I was getting Skip to bring stuff. When
There
he'd
you
go on a
go.
buying trip, Skip
He's
would
talking
go
about
to.
Skip Groff yesterday and today is who he's talking about. Our friend, the guy that
Yes.
gave me a jukebox and was Dino's friend, going and getting him stuff, man. The
Yeah.
RCA man from St. Louis, founder
The
of all the
late
punk
great
bands in DC, man.
Skip, the late great Skip Groff, man.
God, I loved him,
Uh,
man. What a good
he
guy.
was he. You talk about a man who was passionate about
Oof.
what he sold. You know,
He
and any question you had, and you could go in and spend 2 hours there and not buy a thing, and Skip didn't care. He's
no.
like, because you
He'll
talk to
talk
him
to you the whole
about
time, man.
stuff. And I'd say, "Were you getting this in?" He said, "I'll have it in 2 weeks. I'll be back in 2 weeks." And he knew I'd be back. So
He's one of the nicest. He hooked me up with Ted Nicely to like produce when he did that
yeah.
record for what's his name, and I didn't. I told him I didn't. I didn't want to do. I didn't. Told him no. I mean, I didn't. It's ridiculous. Now you
Well,
think
Ted
about
worked
it.
there
He
for a
did
long
what he
time. I
did.
would
He
see
was
Ted there
doing.
a lot.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was doing the Dead Milkman record for an Enigma at the time, and he was like, willing to do something with me, and I was kind of like, well, I don't.
You just
I
kind of
don't.
blew it off. Yeah.
I'm stupid. I was a dumbass. Anyway, number 6, the greatest, probably one of the best singles and my favorite singles lyrically of the whole 80s, and that's the classic Dark Life's What You Make It with that guitar riff. I just think
Right.
that's one of the coolest singles. I think the message I don't think people really grasped. It was hooky because of that guitar riff and all. But I don't think people really grasped what the plaintive
It's
truth
a,
of what he was trying to say with that song. It was a
it's
great song.
amazing. It's an amazing
Uh,
song.
and that's my number 6, man. Life's
Your
what you make.
Life's What You Make It at 6. I have Desire at 6.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
I love it. Spirit of Eden, baby. I love it.
Yeah. I love Desire, man.
God.
Uh, something about it, man.
Well, me
Uh,
too. It's not. I'm gonna maybe see it here in a little bit with me. Now we're moving down. We're gonna move down to number 5, and one of my favorites from Color of Spring. Time. It's time. Of course. Time. It's time, and that is my
wow.
number
Okay.
5. Time. It's time. Just
That's your number 5.
that's my number 5, man. Number 5.
Yeah. It just missed my list. My number 5 is April 5th.
Oh, it's great. Shit,
Yeah.
I should have put that on, man. That whole record, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, like I said, I don't there's nothing on there that I don't listen to all the time. I make it through the whole album, and I've got attention deficit disorder as far as music's concerned. If you lose me, I'm leaving you. You know what I mean?
Oh my
If I
God,
listen
no.
to two songs and I'm like, fuck this, and I'm on to the next thing. But when I
That's
listen
what
to
they
this
fear.
album, and I don't know how many times I've made it through the album, I listen to the whole thing.
Right.
So.
That's great, man. I'm gonna build on you for my number 4. I'm going to go with the one that you had at number 10. I Believe in You from Spirit of Eden. That's my
Wow,
number 4. I
that's
love
cool.
Spirit of Eden, man. I got a couple more coming too. I love.
Well,
Couldn't say that, but I
I've
do.
kind of left the realm there. My number 4 is way back on your list. It's Dum Dum Girl from
Oh boy, good deal.
yeah,
You
from
love
it's
that.
my
You like that album, huh? You like that.
well, those two albums are they're number 1 and 2 for me for a reason. And I don't like I told you, it's Spirit of Eden and Laughing Stock, not exactly cruising material when you're in the car. These are like
Uh,
you got to be sitting at home and just you know uh
well, see now, if I'm cruising, I can get absorbed into something, probably more than distracted. I don't know.
I
I think
can,
that's.
but see, I'm listening too hard to those. You know what I
I
mean? It's
got you.
almost like because I told you, I hear something different every time I listen to those. So it's just the way it is. Now, what's your number 3? You're off to
My number
3.
3, buddy, going right back to Eden, baby, with the rainbow. That's
Wow.
that kind of dealing it. That's kind of dealing out the
Yeah.
laying it out there, man. That's kind of to me the heart and soul of it. I think it's a great
Oh
that's
yeah.
a great track.
And
That's really
that's the longest track on that
I
LP
think it is.
is
Yeah.
the Rainbow. Yeah, that's a
I
great
get
track.
lost in it, man. I don't. That's why I love it.
Oh yeah.
It's so hypnotizing. The hip. I just feel. I love the feel
It's-
of it.
that's what I mean. I start to drift. You know, I'll tell you what. My number 3, and it's been my number 1 at times, and of course, it's from. It is not from Laughing Stock or um,
Spirit of Eden.
Spirit of Eden. No, it's from the Color Spring, and it is with that girl with the children's choir. It's
Oh.
Happiness is Easy.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, happy, and that's a longer track too.
It is. It
That
is.
that
It's a
was
little
a
disturbing a little bit to me. I like
with
it.
that children's
Anytime
choir
children's
comes in.
choirs, yeah, children's choirs always flip me out, man. I don't
Yeah,
know what it
well,
is.
that's the only one they use, but it's an amazing track. Happiness is
It is
Easy.
a completely amazing track, completely
Yeah,
incredible track.
that's my number 3.
Wow, that's one I should have had on here.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
go
it's
back. Here I go for number 2, man. I'm going back to Laughing Stock and the peak of Laughing Stock. The middle song on the first side, Ascension Day. Man, that's the one where I
wow.
was just like, I just that's the one where I got up like more than one time. I've gotten up and like stopped what I was doing, like walked over and like just looked at the record going right. I'm just like, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. I just couldn't believe they were that far. They went that far. I was really surprised, and I just can't believe that it did anything commercially at all. But My God, what a feat of engineering and
Oh, it's just
planning. I don't know how they did it. I still don't know, even with the methodology, on that song, how it really was. There's certain sections you're
months
like,
of
this has to be
work,
measured
months
up
of
or something.
work. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Great. Number two, Ascension Day for me. My favorite from Laughing Stock, without a question.
There you go. My number two, Give It Up
Oh, it's great.
from
Color Spring.
Color of Spring. Yeah.
Hey, that's just missed mine too, man. That was one I consider was on the board. Yeah, man. It's
Well,
great.
you got
Well, let's
you.
get down to it, man. My number one, my favorite of all, was your number six, man. Spirit of Eden. Desire is my
You
favorite.
just see
Yeah,
you
I love the otherworldly ones, man. I keep
you
telling you, I
flipped the
think.
script on what I've done, basically. So
Yeah.
you have embraced both of those albums. One that you didn't
Oh
even
my
have for the
right,
longest time,
right.
and
Oh my
that's what
God, yeah,
happens when you first listen to them,
yeah,
especially that one.
yeah.
Now
Spirit.
I stick to the poppier side on my, because that's what I want. I want something that, and my number one appeared on your list, but I think it was way down. My number one is Life's What You Make It
Oh
from,
boy, I love
from,
it. It's a great song. What a
yeah.
great lyrics, man.
Oh, yeah. It's
Everybody
fantastic.
just complicates it. It's funny when you strip it down to the bare thing. You can do whatever you want, man, and just you
It's
stand in
just the
your own
way it
way.
should be, man. It's just,
Yeah,
I mean, it's one of my favorites.
me
It
too. I
is,
think it's probably one of the best
and then
singles of the
and those
decade.
three, Happiness is Easy, Give It Up, and Life's What You Make It. I've listened to those in numerous amounts of time, and it would have been not anything to flip those around for me. You know what I mean? It really wouldn't be. Um, you
It's
know,
amazing.
and these guys, they have been listed as a reference from everyone from Radiohead to the Doves to Kate Bush to Tears for Fears, the Porcupine Tree, everyone, man, Marillion, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Death Cab for Cutie. They've all mentioned this man over the years. Matthew Good. I mean, they've all covered Placebo, Weezer, Divine Comedy, and the guy all covered Life's What You Make It, you know. And
great.
the No Doubt cover was in 2003, and it actually reached number 20 on the UK
Yeah.
charts.
Oh, you
So
heard it everywhere.
it did well, and I'll tell you, if I could ever find it, I'll send it to you. It's one of the greatest. It's a couple from the Netherlands at this little pop festival in this town, and it was really well. It was shot on digital, but it's their Talk cover. It's a husband and wife playing acoustic guitars, and it's fantastic. You can tell
Wow.
how into it they are. I've got to find that, and I can't
Well, let me
remember.
see. Yeah,
I
send it
saw
to
it a
me.
few years ago, but I'll find it. It's a fantastic. It's just a husband and wife, little folk. They go up with their guitars and they just tear into it. And they're both very good singers, but they just do it with on acoustic guitar, and it's fantastic, man.
Bring it down to street level,
It's
man. I
one of
love it.
my favorite Talk covers I've ever heard.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's
Well,
just
listen, you guys, let us know what your favorite Talk songs are. Let us know what you think about Talk, and if you agree that Mr. Hollis is underrated or what you think happened to him. I'm still curious, in
well,
the whole oeuvre of him and the progression. It's odd to me.
what the oddest thing for me is that he just stopped on a dime after the
Right,
solo album,
right.
and
Nobody does that.
didn't just sit there and run a recorder on piano during the year. Now maybe he did and he destroyed it, didn't want it out there, but I just can't believe that he gave up everything. Now he was very happy living in a small village and with his family. You know what I
Did
mean?
he have another job after that?
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did
Hopefully, he
anything.
made enough.
Well, he did, and like I said, these covers helped, and I'm sure maybe even in Europe they sold some of the songs for commercials. That's a
Yeah.
huge moneymaker, man. When you sell your stuff on the commercial side, so
Yeah, I never researched here. That would have been a nice angle on this to find out, their popularity in you know how popular they were in Europe versus the States.
Always,
You know,
always more popular. Like they could have been gone for 10 or 15 years, came back and probably played 5,000 seaters if they wanted
wow,
to regroup and play,
yeah,
especially with the hits. Now, I don't know if they would have played, Laughing Stock and Spirit of Eden, but that's what I always wanted to see what that would have been like live in a small environment with just like the four of them and just organ,
they'd have had to have shit. I
piano.
hate to say it, you know, it's anti-technology and natural, but to pull it off live, you'd almost have to have an orchestra or
Yeah,
shitloads of samples. You
he
hate
would
you
have to
hear
say
going
he would have had
synthetic.
to sample a lot of stuff. But
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen that in a very intimate
Oh
environment
God.
and see if he could have pulled that off and
Yeah.
just all acoustic, organ, piano, organ being the only, organ and electric guitar, bass, drums, and that's it. It would have been phenomenal. You know.
Interesting. Yeah,
But
well, everybody, let us know what you think. Let us smash up your stuff, smash up the like button, please, for us. Help us out here. We appreciate your help. We love you having you around here. We want to hear your ideas on this stuff. Let us know about it.
absolutely. Leave your top 10 songs, what you liked, what you didn't like, and any opinions on the band would be great.
Wonderful.
All right.
We will catch you guys next time we're out. Dino and I will move on to something else fun. We'll catch you next time.
We'll see you. Have a good one.